Hi there, welcome to another video from Parker Owners Boat Sales. I'm Jonathan Parker and we're here today in Port Solent Marina to do a walkthrough tour on this fantastic Botnia Targa 33. It's a 2005 model with Volvo Penta D6 310 horsepower engines on Sterndrives, which gives us a performance of about 35 knots. Absolutely fantastic boat. It says this is the real 4x4 of the sea. And as you can see from the exterior, you can see the way the bow rides up, the wheelhouse design, and this really is a 4x4 of the sea. A lot of harbour patrols use this, police use these type of boats, these Targas, and so it's a real go-anywhere boat. But this one has got pleasure craft in mind, so it has luxuries inside as well, which I'm going to show you. But firstly, I wanted to show you this amazing bow area. Quite often lost on a lot of sports cruisers, this type of pilot house design gives you this really deep bow, and with seating all around, there's also a table that will fit in here as well, loads of storage around and under the floor, and also anchor access. So there is bow boarding access as well. This actually has a step that folds down so you can enter from the bow, because this also can be dried out, this boat. So it actually has drying legs that fit onto the side of the boat, and you can, of course, you can lift the stern drives up so you can dry this boat out, and then you can access or beach it as well, and you can access on and off the bow. You can also control the anchor from here as well as at the helm. You have the anchor option here as well, as you can see. So really fantastic design, and you can see from the wheelhouse, when you're going through heavy seas, and the bow is really designed to disperse their waves. But if they do come in, it really deflects down. You've got these scuppers that come right out the side. Any water will drain out. It's really designed for heavy seas in mind. Go anywhere boat. And of course it follows through to these side decks, really high side decks, loads of freeboard, handles either side, loads, and very safe to go around in all states of the tide, all sea states. And also we have these arms which lift up so you can access side access as well. The drying legs attached on the outside, the other side of these stainless steel plates. And then when we come into the back, we can see it's a very open area as well. Great fishing boat, great for, you can have a table and chairs out here. There's also another table option, so you can reposition the table there as well. And there's actually two small bench seats that fold down, so you can actually sit here whilst you're fishing, or just enjoying a day on anchor out of the wind. And of course you have a second helm position as well. So there's actually a very small raise. I wouldn't call it a fly bridge, but it's kind of, we call it a semi-fly bridge. A very small area, 3 forward-facing seats, a very elevated height, and then you've got the full navigation suite up there as well. So you have your engine controls, chart plotter, but you get a really nice vista when you're up there. And the radar arch as well is actually foldable. So you do have the option of actually folding the radar arch right back. It's hinged at the back here, and then with a bit of undoing, so it can come down. So if you do want to go along the rivers or any canals, there is an option of lowering the air heights as well. I really like some neat touches. They've got fender holders just on the top here. So these are just to hold your fenders. And then obviously you've got opening hatches, and again the stainless steel frames, it's all in very nice condition. You can see the boat is very well looked after. There's a very neat bathing platform and rear access as well, so it's not just side access, there's rear access as well. And they do have the opening hatches, which I really like in this style of boat, because if you do get something caught around your propeller, you've got the option to lift your drive legs up, and you actually just open these hatches to be able to reach down onto them. Or even just cleaning them as well. So you have that option, and you can see it's got these rubber bumps all the way around. This really comes from its commercial sort of side, where it will be going up against walls or shipping, things like that. If it's a pilot boat, it is really designed for commercial use. But when you put it into a pleasure boat, you have a boat that really, really looks after you. The engines, like I said, are the D6 310s. There's really good engine access on here as well. So you just lift up these large hatches, and you can see that you can just drop down into here, either side, and there's a really big space, even storage space down here as well. These offer really good performance. The D6s really are a very nice engine option on this and quite easy to work on as well because of the access. Access is always everything with boats like this. This boat's just been out of the water, it's been cleaned off, anti-fouled, as well as the drive legs have been serviced, and even the control cables have been replaced. But when we go into the side, there's a sliding side door either side, and now we're into the main saloon. We've got the heating on. This has Webasto heating, very, very nice. And then we're inside, and as you can see, we've got now the vista of looking out to see, and you can really get a feel of this pilot house design now. Lots of wood, very traditional looking, I'd say. There's definitely the smell of wood in here as well. It's a very traditional layout, very traditional joinery, but in really nice condition. The navigation suite is, we have original E120, so 12-inch original Raymarine, but we've got additional newer, much newer, it's only been around for a couple of years, Autopilot. Obviously we've got the engine controls. It's only done just under 500 hours, these engines. And then we've got depth as well as Navtex as well up here. This is a spotlight, so there's a spotlight on the roof. So again, going on from its commercial police usage.
I'm going to show that moving. I think that's quite cool.
Put it on.
Had to show that.
This also has AIS as well, and there's actually, you can switch it on and you can also hide yourself from it as well. So you can turn it on, and there's also the silence mode as well. So it turns off your position, but you can see where everybody else is. Don't know why you'd want to do that, but you do have that option. There we go. As soon as I've turned it on, we can see the AIS alarm is now coming on to tell me there's a boat over there with AIS on that I'm going to drive into, even though I'm in the marina. So I'll put that back off, otherwise the alarm will keep going off. And then obviously we've got the VHF here as well. There's a second, obviously, one up at the helm, and second everything else as well, which is really good. It's just telling me the AIS is now turned off. The helm position as well, you can see there's standing, which is very nice for manoeuvring. This has a bow thruster as well as which is here, as well as trim tabs. And so very nice to manoeuvre. I love having the knob on the steering wheel. Just makes life so much easier because you control the engines and steer at the same time. Very, very easy. But if you want to sit at the helm, it's on a little bit compromised. But actually, pull that. There's different positions that you can have it in. So all the way to there. So now, quite happy cruising along. Autopilot on. I think that's very nice. And again, all the main things you want to use to operate come with it as well. So the engine controls, the trim tabs, the bow thrust, they all come with it, and it puts everything in your view as well. I really like that. All the other instrumentation up at the top there. It's a really well thought out position, because again, if this was used commercially, it'd be used all day, every day. So really important to have a comfortable helm position, which this is. These seats also spin round, so we can join the living accommodation with this. Obviously you can see there's two more forward facing seats. As I just slide that forward, I think you push them down to slide them forward, that's it. And then we can come round and we can join the living accommodation, well, the lounging around area. And also has another clever trick. So if I just turn this knob,
if I say that, John, where's the table, Jonathan?
And here is the table, and you can set it to any height you wish, of course. And then there is your table. Has a little flip over, so you can extend it as well for the captain to join in. But very neat, very clever way of stowing away a table. It's not the only thing. Up here as well, if I pull this out, this is actually storage for charts. It's a very neat way to store charts. And then you've got a chart table here. So if you want to then lay your chart out, you can lay it out here. And of course, if you've got pens and things for doing chart work, it's all, I have to do clips there. It's all under here. You can store things. So it's very well thought out. Little cubby holes everywhere as well. There's even cup holders, look. So again, thought has gone into commercial use as well as pleasure use. There's demisters. But have you noticed, they're even on the side windows. Very interesting, it even demists the sides as well. I've not seen that before. But another trick, we lift this up. We've got twin sinks and a twin gas hob as well. So now we're cooking with gas, literally. Sorry. Loads of storage. There's drawer storage. There's another step here. So when you are got the passengers, you can just pull out the step and stow it away, which is neat. There's lots of drawers and storage everywhere. Look, there's everywhere you go. There's another drawer or another cupboard to store something in. There's even a fridge down under there. Quite a modern Dometic fridge. And let me just pop that back up, otherwise you're going to bang your head on it. Let's get that back up. And of course we've got lights, all the little lights all around. There's probably a light switch somewhere. And then I'll show you down into the front cabin. So this is the first living accommodation. Twin beds.
I'll probably give you the camera actually.
Yeah. So twin beds. We can see there's more storage. There's also access to electronics behind there. We've got the main fuses. So these are all trip fuses down here. But then if I drop down, you can see there's one bed with reading light, and then again another one as well. And then there is a heating vent into here, which is just here. It's a lovely heating vent. And again, more cupboard space and windows. So that is your twin. But there is more accommodation. So if we pop back up. And then we go down through, just noticing the window at the back, down some steps. As we come down, we've got heating control. There's a battery monitor as well. And again, in here there's mains, trip switches, but it is also hanging wardrobe space. More drawers. We think to stick a drawer in the sides there. Look, we just put them everywhere. And we've got battery switches here. There's actually it says water on there, so I'm assuming we put water in there for something. I don't know what. I've not figured that one out yet. It seems weird to be the water
odd
tank.
One to have in the inside, but
yeah, it's definitely an odd one to have on the. I don't want to undo it in case water comes out of it.
Given this style of boat, but it's been thought out for a good reason.
Yes,
we're just not sure what it is.
It was even coat hooks, look.
Okay.
So you've even got coat hooks along here. Another opening hatch here. The other thing I have to say, every window has a blind as well. So every window up in the saloon, apart from the windscreen, all the side windows, even the small window. These are small ocean air blinds as well. Every window has a blind. And we come down. They're actually want to show you in here. Right. So I've never ever. You're going to have to film it. I've never ever been in a toilet room with as much headroom.
Hey!
You're going to have to come down. It's worth it. It's worth it. All right. So when you come in here,
oh wow!
As I say, I'm 6 foot, and I reckon I could get another person on top of my head.
You could say I'm 7 foot on this boat.
Yeah, I could say I'm 7.5 foot, and I've still got headroom. It is ridiculous. It really shows you the depths, that. And the height of this boat, the depths that we can actually get to, and how they've designed it. Sink, there's more storage. No, there's more storage up here. What do we need more storage for? And in fact, there's actually small mosquito covers for all the windows as well. And they're up there. Light over here, and it's even neat. Look, they've even neatly made it for bottles and things. It's just very well designed boat. It's very clever. And even the sink's just a nice touch. It's not, they've thought about the shaping and the styling. So there is style to this boat as well. The toilet is very clever because it's actually pushed in at the moment to give you this large shower. There's a shower curtain as well. So it gives you a large shower. There's a vent in here as well, an extractor fan. But if you want to use the toilet, you simply just pull it forward. And then you can use it as a normal toilet. And there's more drawers. There's more. They're drawers.
I'm not sure I captured that very well. If you push the toilet back while I'm here.
The toilet back.
There you go.
To there. And then you can bring it forward.
Nice.
For usage.
It's cleverly thought out, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And it still doesn't take up the shower. You can still stand in here. So it doesn't take up the room as such. But if you want to have a shower and not get the toilet soaking wet, then you can just get rid of it. But now we're then down into... I'll just have to shoot it off. Into the cabins. There's another heating vent in here as well, so it does heat up. Then we've got a twin here, which again is massive.
Good size.
Really good size. But it also has another single on this side as well, which is about the same, which is the same length as well. So we've got singles, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, sleeping for 5 comfortably on this boat, on this 33-foot boat. And obviously we've got the heads as well, and that full shower. So really, that's really warm. Nice heating system. So I think what we'll do is we'll pop out side and we'll see if we can give you more of a view on the outside. Should we go out the other door? Let's go out the other door. So we've got the other sliding door as well. And again, we're out onto these very easy to access side decks. Back around the back. And then I think what I'll do, because I haven't shown it to you, I'll drop that down. I'm going to sit here. I'm going to look out over Port Solent. Sun's not come out today, which is a shame. But just to say that this Botnia Targa 33 really is wasted in this marina. It needs to be out in big seas doing some rugged stuff. But it also is a really good, well accommodated boat. So it even has a transom shower, hot and cold transom shower on the back. So it's a real go anywhere, do anything, but still good for the family boat.
Well, as always, we will be taking this boat out to do some drone videos, and I think we should do that in a 4.5. So it's the sort of boat that we need to take it out when it's blowing 20 knots plus, and actually show you how this boat performs. That's
exactly what we're going to do. So bye for now. Subscribe to our channel. Come and see us at parker-adams.co.uk if you want to see how much this boat is and more of a description of this boat. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and we'll see you on the next one. So I think I'll say goodbye for now. Goodbye.